Hello and welcome to this short hands-on tutorial for all of the apps you will be using on your IVG unit. Now, the first thing that you will of course do will be logging in using your driver ID and password. And once you are logged in, you will notice you will get a green logged in notification over here. If you click on the driver login, you will see the current active driver, and you can also log out and add another driver for team situations. The first app we will be covering will be messaging. Underneath, you can see how many messages are unread in green. Clicking on the app, you will see all of your messages that have been sent to your unit. Just like email, it will start off with newest on top, going in descending order. You can delete all in the bottom right, or clicking on a single message, you can delete individual messaging. The second tab you will notice is your outbox. This will be all messages sent to your carrier. Compose lists all of the macros you'll be using while picking up and delivering your loads. There are about 41 macros, but we only have a few that we actually use every day. Freeform on the bottom right can be used to type out exactly what you need in a message without using macros. Next, we'll be going over your hours of service app. This app will show a lot of information, starting with your current status, what time you started your status, what time it currently is now, how long you've been on the status, any exemptions. You will also be able to see when your last 34-hour reset was, also the hours you will be gaining after your 70 hours are up. You can change status on the bottom right. You will see your 4 different statuses that you can change to: off duty, sleeper berth, driving, and on duty. On off duty, you will notice a personal conveyance option. Here you can see a number of different pre-made reasons, or you can simply hit the blank spot here and type in your own reasoning. Sleeper berth for when you need to take your 10-hour break at night. Driving will kick in automatically as soon as you start moving your tractor. On duty is for when you are working but not driving. This will help secure your drive time. Yard move is used when you are dropping off a trailer and need to move around a shipper or receiver. The next tab you'll see is summary. Think of this as your full hours, and they will deplete left as you use it up. Next tab is graph. This will represent a paper log. You can also skip through different days if you needed to check what you did on a certain day. Daylog will show you what you did for the current day that you are on and for any prior days. This is also where you'll be able to send your logs to any DOT official. Clicking this will ask you if you would like to send to a Canadian or US official. Simply hitting OK will bring you up to your 2 options. Ask the official whether they'd like it by email or a web service. Depending on what they give you, please put in the proper credentials. 8-day will show you what you have done on your 8-day work week. The Certify tab is where you will be certifying your logs every 24 hours. It is best practice at the end of your workday to certify what you did for that day. Otherwise, please make sure to certify before you start up the next day. Otherwise, you will run into hours of service issues. This is also where you will be able to edit your logs if you have not already certified them. Once a log is certified, you will not be able to edit that log, and you will need to reach out to your carrier in order to do so. This log here has not been certified, so we are able to edit. Clicking the edit option down below will bring up a submenu where you can change all of the different things on your status, whether it be off duty, sleeper berth, on duty, or driving. You can switch at what time you stopped or started, and for how long you were on the status. You can also change at what location, and there's a few different pre-made reasonings why. Otherwise, put in your own remark with the keyboard. Once you have fixed your logs, you will then be able to certify that log. The last tab you will see will be the Load Information tab. This is where you will be putting your current load information into your IVG unit. Simply hit New Load, and you will be asked to put in your load ID, your bill of lading number, and also your trailer or ID or license plate number. The next app we will go over will be your vehicle inspection app. Once inside the app, you will see a recent history of the past vehicle inspections that you have done prior, and on the bottom right you will notice the button New VIR. Inspector's name should already be your driver ID. Under Vehicle ID, put your truck number, and under Trailer ID, if you have one, put your trailer number. Now hitting remove on both of those options will take away the tractor and trailer, and simply adding add vehicle or add trailer will bring them back. Now you will not be able to progress unless all boxes are filled, so we will put in a trailer number to progress this. And now the next option is available. Listed here are your tractor issues. Please go through and find any issues on your tractor. There may be. Next will not be highlighted until you actually submit a defect, otherwise no defect will be selected. Do the same thing for your trailer. For this instance, we will do no defects. Once you have listed all of the problems on your tractor and trailer, please make sure to call maintenance before submitting the VIR. This is to avoid taking you off the road unnecessarily. Once you have confirmed the defects with maintenance, you will be able to submit your vehicle inspection. Now keep in mind, the DOT likes to see at least 15 minutes logged of on-duty time for your vehicle inspection. And now you can see today it was done at 13:42. The next app will be navigation. This app will run like any other GPS that you have used, but this is going to be a quick rundown of how to use it. These three lines at the top left, think of your options. This is where you will be clearing your stops, adding new stops, and planning your trip. Now currently it is set to current location, and then you can add a stop next. Simply hitting the X, you can put in an actual address, or just go back to using your current location. For this instance, we are going to use this address in Menominee, going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hitting calculate will bring up the amount of time estimated to get to your location, also the route you should be taking, and how many miles it is roughly. Pressing the green button on the bottom right will start your route and put you on to your turn-by-turn navigation. Now keep in mind, if you want to pause your navigation, simply hit those three lines in the top left and hit this blue power symbol. She will turn off until the next time the navigation app is brought up. Depending on what truck you are getting into, the critical event reporting option will not be available for you on the IVG. We are currently going through all of our trucks and inputting a new safety system for them, which we will go over in another video. In your second page, you will notice a couple different apps, mostly informational. The performance monitoring tab will give you a lot of different things for how you've been driving. Please feel free to go through this tab and look at any of the information while you're sitting at a shipper or a receiver. The DriveWise Pre-Clear app is what will tell you whether you should be stopping or continuing onward when there's a scale ahead. Keep in mind, in northern Michigan and northern Wisconsin, you will not get service for this app. It'll be southern Wisconsin and the rest of the United States. I would advise checking this app every morning just to see if the two green lights when you click on the app are on. You also have available to you the user manual on the unit itself. On your last page, you will see a few last apps, diagnostics for fixing the unit itself, system information on the unit. The settings is where you're going to be able to find your calibration tab. You will also be able to set your current time zone. In the calibration tab, simply hit the calibrate button, and then you'll be prompted to pinpoint on 5 different locations on your screen. Once done, you will get a notification that your screen has been calibrated. Towards the top of the screen, you will notice a few more icons. You will notice a mute button, a voice command button, a DNNM displaying whether if it was a diagnostic or a malfunction occurring. You will also notice a caution sign that will display your current alerts in order of priority. Lastly, you will see an envelope that will bring you right to your messaging. Thank you so much for watching this quick tutorial on your IVG unit. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your trainer.